It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's the Jets, towering wide receiver. He comes in fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Jets and the Titans, next on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here in the month of October. We got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far. And it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
They'll start this one with a three tight end look. Here's a first carry for their running back. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
He's got a man. That's Treylon Burks. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down. Out of the shotgun. Levis. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. The field goal unit is out for the Titans. This a 44-yard attempt. His kick is perfect. And the Titans are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
This league is so often described, Mike, as a passing league, and performances last week are a big reason why. Not only his ability to rack up a ton of yards, but to have 3 touchdowns to go with it. And even though it's not as rare as maybe it used to be, I think we have to be careful that we don't take that type of production for granted. They're going to be a hard team to beat if he's able to continue to produce at this rate.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think this is something that we can expect to see here, especially early, Mike, as this team gets into a rhythm. They want to lean on this run game. They feel like they have a lot of advantages over this defense, and you can see from the first play here why they feel that way.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Try again. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. They'll come up to third and 3. Back to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got inside the 15.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against a perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of that. They get him down behind the line. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Titans' 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New York. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. An extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good. And the Jets move out to a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Levis. He's got a receiver wide open, left side. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. His pass caught. It's Chigokonkwo.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here's Levis from out of the pistol. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Jets offense and their running back set to go once more. And they've used him quite a bit in the passing game. Take a look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards for running backs, and he's right there among the best in the league.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. 3rd and long.
12 yards to go.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Titans offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw is Levis. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Levis to throw. Catch made there by Burks. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Throwing is Levis. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Here's Levis. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On play action, here's Levis. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. So on 4th down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Jets offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the 1st half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
To the ground, a first down run. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. That's Azeez Ojulari in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 33-yard line.
Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He is in. Touchdown, Jets. Mevis good on the extra point. And the Jets extend their advantage to 14-3. Closing seconds of this first half, and this kickoff is away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
1st and 10. They motion the slot man left. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the 3rd quarter. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Jets offense looking to get back to work as we begin this 3rd quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls in.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Levis. He's got it. That's Burks. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Levis. This one complete right side. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Throwing on 2nd down, Levis. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now a 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Levis. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. The field goal unit is out for the Titans. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Robinson. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Anytime you're facing a zone means you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're... You better get open quick, as that ball is coming out.
Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hall. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Hall. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Jets 1st down.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Now Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, Levis. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds. Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
A 2nd down throw here for Levis. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards. So a pair of 1st downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. He's going to lose a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
From the gun on third down, here's Levis. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
The Jets offense. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll mark them down up beyond the 30.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. On comes the punt team now for the Jets, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Yeah. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Levis to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On 1st down, Levis. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down. Titans going to use the last of their timeouts here. It comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Now, on 2nd and long. Levis to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Levis to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's going to have a Titans first down. That is something else. A big pickup on 4th and long.